Case number 26 for Baywatch Nights being better than Baywatch proper. This episode has not one, but two Oscar-nominated people involved, scriptwriter Len Jansen and Candy Clark. I am of course burying the lead here, because actually the most important guest star is Lisa Vanderpump of Vanderpump Rules fame, aka one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, a show I've definitely watched. And what brings together this smorgasbord of talent? Well, a fairly standard detective episode involving gigolos. Hey, what's this episode about? Just a gigolo. So this woman here was just taken advantage of by a gigolo. She wants to avoid this schemester stealing money from other vulnerable women, so she asks the Buke Brideby agency to look into it. This means Mitch is once again gonna have to go undercover as a gigolo himself.
Gotta get in shape or no one will ever buy I'm a hot young man cougars use for eye candy.
I noticed they don't use Garner as the undercover gigolo. I suppose standards and practices wouldn't let them show that much raw sexual energy on the program.
Now Ryan, she was gonna be my sexy but oh so innocent target.
Generally, gigolos are younger men in the service of rich, older women, but Baywatch is always breaking boundaries. I mean, what 23-year-old woman wouldn't hire a stud like Mitch, 20 years her senior, to hang on her arm?
Take me to your leader, bleep bloop blorp.
Hey, I have a question about Ryan. Ignoring the fact the minimum age requirement for getting a PI license in New York is 25, just how young was she when she started the process of being not only a PI, but a forensics expert? It's possible maybe she's just that good, but as this and many other episodes indicate, I have my doubts. Man, hanging out at private resorts and taking advantage of lonely old women, this scammy gigolo has got it made.
Life is sweet, Margot.
Just call me the Real Housewife of Malibu. I mean, she's gotta know where it's at if she's knocking off Marge Simpson's country club outfit. Marge or Margot? Speaking of dumb names, Ryan's going undercover as Rihanna. Yeah, no one will ever know your true identity, Ryan. And wait, so she just spent a whole montage trying on sexy outfits, only to walk onto the scene wearing something she'd wear on a normal day anyway? Planting the seed that Rihanna is wealthy and recently widowed, it isn't long before their gigolo comes slinking over for some booty. This is all part of their plan, however, because Mitch is gonna roll up as a rival gigolo horning in on his turf. The following narration is a look not only into Mitch's head, but David Hasselhoff's.
Although I don't consider myself over the hill yet, living in a town of hard bodies sometimes makes it hard to ignore the aging process. So when I walked into that beach club, the reaction from the locals sent a smile clear to my toes.
Oh sure, I may be aging, but I'm not as old as these losers. In the land of Werthers, the burger is king.
Oh, dear me.
Okay guys, David Hasselhoff is a good-looking man, but you aren't gonna tell me this is even a competition.
I speak 6 languages.
Yeah, sure. Remember to stick to a persona you can reasonably pull off, Mitch.
Merhaben.
Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Why do I laugh? You see, of the hundreds of languages that I speak fluent, this is not one of them.
The way this episode presents it, apparently Mitch emits a pheromone that's irresistible to little old ladies. He scoops one off and makes everyone else jealous.
Thanks a lot, Aunt Clara. I owe you one.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Okay, so which side does Aunt Clara come from? Emmy Cancer Dad or Emmy Alzheimer's mom? Is her brother the gold prospector? Hey, maybe he gave her some gold nuggets and that's why she's so loaded. Help me out with the Buchanan family tree, people.
Hi, it's Mitch. You know what to do. Thanks.
Hi. This is Toby's friend? Is this the right number?
Well, at least this episode offers more fan service. Garner is working a case trying to catch a bail jumper named Bobby Bahama, But unfortunately, Mitch and Ryan just aren't available to help.
I'm sorry, pal. We're pretty tied up on the Gigolo case.
30 seconds ago, you were checking your mail nonchalantly. Well, with his partners out, Garner's gonna have to team up with Destiny instead. Oh no, not Destiny! She kind of giggles when playing basketball. How can she ever solve a case? Apparently, she's so bad at it, she makes Garner forget he was a basketball savant who made it through college via shooting hoops and inspirational t-shirts.
Oh, I hate this game, but I can shoot from anywhere on the court. I can shoot.
Yo, what in the ham sandwich is going on?
Yeah, I can see why he needed Destiny around for this. Okay, he pushed that guy on purpose. And I don't know anything about Bobby Bahama yet, but he can do a mean roof slide. All of this devolves into a pretty sweet man versus car chase. It makes me wish Garner's adventure was the main plot of this episode, but then again, if we focus too much on the exciting part, we'll miss out on Mitch and Ryan hanging out at a country club. Maybe Destiny can't play basketball, but she can do one thing, and that's pull magic powers out of her butt. Using her psychic abilities, she concludes Bobby Bahama likes redheaded call girls. Doggone it, Destiny! You and your Deus Ex Machinas have no place in the detective world. Wow, lucky for them, that also means he'll go for whatever redhead enters his line of vision, or the stakeout wouldn't amount to anything. And if they showed up at this club because call girls frequent it and they know he'll probably be there, then why bother with the disguise? Just arrest him.
A little gangster, huh?
You're under arrest for giving people the creeps. I tell you what, guys, you'd never see edgy stuff like this on Baywatch proper. Meanwhile, Mitch is being an asshole.
The only thing that bothered me was that Ryan seemed to be enjoying all this a little too much.
Literally, all we've seen her do was go to the bar and vaguely smile at the Gigolo guy. Holy shit, Mitch, you've got clingy issues.
I can't believe you kissed a guy while undercover specifically to lure him out romantically. I would never be so unprofessional.
This little old lady club is kicking. Everyone's having a sexy time here. The game is set and the plan rolls forward. Ryan pretends to be falling for new Gigolo Mitch, who introduces himself as such.
Bond. Robert Bond.
Okay, I take back what I said about using Rihanna as an undercover name. At least it sounds more plausible than Robert Bond. Yeah, this is really interesting. Definitely much more exciting than Garner and Destiny's stakeout based on a psychic hunch.
I need to stop this immediately. Nobody has a completely flat romantic tension with Ryan but me.
Oh, by the way, just as an aside, this guy's a kickboxer. As we all know, Mitch is a formidable kickboxer himself, so it's pretty hard for him to keep in character and, air quote, allow his ass to be kicked. I'm gonna skip ahead in the episode, but I want to clarify that regardless, there's a massive tonal whiplash coming up.
Whoa, that's rough. Would it help if I disguised myself as a mime?
Clearly, Gigolo McHandsome has a short temper and they're making him mad. Next step, Gigolo McDad steps in and sweeps Rihanna off her feet.
Eat it, small fry. Your abs are no match for my crabs.
Robert Bond has gotta go, and somebody just watched North by Northwest. Now, is this an homage, a ripoff, amazing, or all of the above? If we pan like 40 feet to the left, we could see all of Mitch's lifeguard friends being endlessly confused. Now, I'm no expert on gigolos, but do a lot of their money-making strategies involve sniping the competition from motorized hang gliders? After having missed the easiest target in the world, Dreamboat McMuscles heads to Rihanna's mansion to break into her safe. I don't know why he bothered trying to kill Mitch if this was what he was gonna do. This has nothing to do with being a gigolo at this point and really just makes him a thief. But then again, them setting up a camera to catch him is sort of pointless too, because Mitch just waltzes in to gloat and make pop culture references.
Smile. You're on Can the Camera.
It's your lucky day. Smile. You're on Candy.
You know, at first I was afraid of the guy who beat me into the hospital and chased you down with a gun on a hang glider, but you taught me that everything works out on TV and you'll never come after me again.
Just don't know how I'm ever gonna repay you.
We are paid in full.
Unless your check bounces, in which case we're coming after you to the fullest extent of the law.
Next time on Baywatch, girls rescue! Meanwhile, Mitch looks into replacing Hobie with a cuter kid. Sweet child of mine.
In the night, you can hear the sirens call as another angel falls. Race to the boulevard in the blink of an eye. The devil is watching.